truly delighted to welcome each of you to the celebration of the achievements of the West Cheshire Poverty Truth Commission. This will, I promise you, not be one of those public sector meetings where you get deluged with acronyms. But I will, just for the sake of brevity, use PTC as an acronym for the Poverty Truth Commission. My name, as many of you know, is David Briggs, and as well as being the Lord Lieutenant of Cheshire, I have had the enormous privilege to be the chair of this PTC. So firstly, a very warm welcome to each of you, a sincere thank you for joining us today. And I hope you will each find this to be an uplifting and a truly positive event as we share with you the recommendations, the findings and the successes of the PTC here in West Cheshire. And I'm now delighted to welcome on stage someone who launched our campaign a year ago, who's now a very familiar face. Welcome to Swampy.
We worked together and created an emotional and eye-watering event. We all knew then that we had started something that would be a huge challenge. It didn't take long for strong bonds and friendships to form, made all the richer with our diversity in our ages, locations, family history, circumstances, race and religious beliefs. Our one commonality was poverty. After getting to know each other and sharing our stories, we began to learn about each other's ideas of what poverty actually is. And we were united in a belief that poverty is just not about money, but much, much more. At the February 2017 launch of the PTC, you will remember how we all worked hard to put together an event which used performance, song, poetry, dance and speeches to tell our stories. We also encouraged audience participation and feedback through Vox Pops, Twitter and the PTC tree and the feedback forms, as well as hosted by a food bank inspired lunch. I believe we moved many hearts that day. Following the launch, it was time to meet with civic and business and faith leaders that will complete our commission. After some initial nerves, it didn't take long for relationships to blossom and grow. You see, after our first full meeting, we were paired and tasked with arranging to meet in informal chat to get to know each other. Building relationships would soon take the commission forward. We'll be hearing more about these informal and interesting meetings later. Moving on from our initial meeting, we had to figure out the best way to make the PTC affect change and impact the lives of the people affected by poverty. The commission split into 3 subgroups and we were asked to join one group to work forward for the year. That was the hardest part, and a few of our community inspirers have actually ended up working on more than one group, myself included. For me personally, my journey over the last year has been quite profound. I'd like to take a minute to share some of this with you. Getting to know other community inspirers has been amazing. They really are an inspiration. Having the opportunity to be part of writing and recording our PTC song, Eugenics for the Poor, was amazing. You remember it was played at our launch and can still be listened to on YouTube now. I have had the opportunity to take part in various consultation workshops, do media training, review the local offer and visit various places to see good practice in action. It has been really good to see how different organisations in different areas are looking at poverty and how they are making changes to better people's lives. When I first became involved in the PTC, one of my biggest passions was to become involved in a nationwide lobby group to tackle poverty, with the other PTCs around the country on board. This will now be happening. This is a really rewarding achievement and I'm very, very excited about the possibilities. As an outcome from the benefits subgroup, which you'll hear about more in detail later, I had the chance to speak at the House of Commons. This has been really empowering. Also, the result of progress made in the mental health group, I've taken part in advocacy training for Turning Point, which means I'll be an advocate for people who suffer with mental health and addiction problems. As mentioned, I chose to work with the benefit system and the person-centred subgroups, And within these, I took the role of co-chair as the person-centred subgroup, where I've really enjoyed the experience and gained lots of skills. So all in all, very rewarding year, and a year that I believe real progress with tackling poverty has been made. And now, to tell you more about the progress of the PTC, as well as their own experiences, I have the pleasure of introducing onto the stage Shirley and Henry, the co-chairs of the Benefit Subgroup.